What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Deathmatch Wrestling Chatter Podcast, episode fucking 4. With returning guests, Erick Hernandez from Manhattan, New York, Nueva York. He was previously on episode fucking 14 in 2022 with my fucking Pro podcast. Now we're gonna talk fucking some wrestling, maybe some music, and keep it shit what's going on in the fucking world. Let's go! Two, one. Alright, we're with returning guest, Erick "SKUMBAG" Hernandez from Nueva York, Manhattan, and we're gonna shoot this shit. Say what's up, Erick.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, man?
Alright, dude, how are you doing today? Like, is everything cool over there? How's the weather?
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's cold, but it's not bad. You know, I can handle it, you know.
It's fucking snowing over
That's
there.
how it is.
Snowing?
Yeah, not today. No, it was snowing last week. Last week was snowing, but it died down, so it's not bad. Everything's melting.
Yeah, dude, I think every year it gets colder because over here it's fucking rainy and it's cold. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I seen that. Like, over there in California and even in Florida it gets cold. I seen people with hoodies and stuff like that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I'm wearing my...
And I've been to Florida.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been to Florida in the wintertime, man. Like, for me, from what I experienced, like, in the morning it's cold, but in the afternoon, going to, like, later afternoon, it's hot. And then, like, say, like, maybe around this time or a little later, then it gets a little cooler. But then it gets cold overnight. It's just crazy like that.
So, a lot of New Yorker guys, you go to Florida, that's like your California, huh? Pretty much.
Just about. It's closer. I mean, it's like 3 hours, depending on where you're going. So, you know, if you're going to Miami, it's like 3.5.
No
and
wonder,
I think Orlando's like 3.
Yeah, no wonder Rob Black always goes to Florida because it's sunny and he misses the California sun, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to California. I want to one day, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the closest is Las Vegas for me. That's the closest I've ever been to on the West Coast.
That's pretty close.
So, yeah, one day, man, one day.
One day. All right. Well, what's up? What's new with your music? Are you doing any bands and projects?
Honestly, no. Like, I thought I would be a while ago, but that kind of died out. I was trying to do some hardcore music, but I hate to put the New York scene on blast, but I'm going to do it anyway. But you know what? A lot of these musicians, they have too many projects going on at the same time, and that's a huge turnoff for me. You know, if you're going to, like, say if you're going to say yeah to something, and then you got 3 or 4 other bands that you're in,
too much.
How are you going to make time to be in part of this band? It's too much.
Maybe two max. That's it, man.
Yeah, if you're doing one, all right, that's cool. But you have nothing going on, even better. But if you have like 2, 3, 4 going on, forget it. So I see like a lot of these musicians in New York, they're short-minded people. And the scene, I hate to say it, they all suck. So, you know, it's just like ridiculous because it's like, I've been in the scene since 2000.
Wow.
And
26 years.
Going into 20. Yeah, pretty much going into 26 years.
Nice.
You know, and I've seen everything. You know, like a lot of.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of scumbag stuff.
Ugly, right?
Yeah, of course. You know, and what I've seen is like lack of discipline. You know, a lot of people taking shortcuts because. Yeah, laziness, and they take shortcuts because, you know, now technology with recording is pretty easy. I mean, you could do it on your phone if you want to.
Okay.
So, it's just, I don't know, it's just watered down, and ever since, like, the pandemic, a lot of people don't want to go out. You know, they really got lazy, and they got tuned out of, like, doing all that, and it's like, okay, it is what it is, but... You know, if you want to keep a strong scene, it doesn't matter if you're playing heavy metal or hardcore or punk or pop music or whatever music, you know, because New York has a lot of different genres and different clubs for musicians to play in.
Big time.
Yeah, and it looks just weaker and weaker. And it's like, yeah, the only thing that's maintaining is like the big name bands that are signed or been known for a while. But when it comes to local, a lot of these guys are not consistent, and they tend to use a lot of that AI stuff to build a flyer for themselves. And it's like it doesn't come from the heart. I think you should make your own poster, or a flyer, like the punks would do. They cut and paste certain little letters. It looks like a kidnapping letter, and it's just like, hey, come to this, yeah, and like, come to this club at whatever time. Here's the bands,
yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of these bands don't do that anymore. I mean, I would say that when it comes, I'm not even joking. When it comes down to flyers, I haven't seen any of them in a long time. Flyers don't even exist anymore.
Like a good
honestly. A good flyer, any type of flyer, honestly.
Oh, wow, you used to see AI now, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you want to see, back in the day, you would go to certain places that you knew that there's going to be musicians. Either you hand out a flyer, whether it's a small one, like a 4x6 or 5x7 piece of paper, or a full sheet paper. Mm-hmm. You'll hand it out, or you post it on a billboard, or you hand it out to people or whatnot. Now they don't do that. They'll think like, oh, you're a Bible thumping person standing in the corner and preaching about Jesus. Now, if you hand out flyers like that, and it's not about that. Any hungry, musician back in my day when I was like in my late teens, we would, we'll get them, print them out, and then whenever we have a chance after school or in the weekend, we get together and start handing out, flyers or put them in a billboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see that at all anymore. So
yeah,
that era kind of died out because of technology.
Yeah, you're super similar. Even though you're a little older than me, I was in the ska scene since 2001, so that's 25 years I'm in it. So almost same.
Yeah, exactly.
That's still a lot of years, though.
No, it's pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, ska has a lot of fans. As a matter of fact, I was listening to a little bit of ska. What was it? New Year's Day, when the ball dropped. Yeah, in New Jersey. I don't even know what the name of the band. I think they're from South America.
Oh, ska.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. It was like a festival. It was like a live video from YouTube.
It's neat.
Yeah, it's different for me because I was like, okay, I'm not used to this, but
you see
I like it.
Yeah, the elements of this, elements of that.
Yeah, and I was like, somebody asked me, "Hey, are you into ska?" I'm like, "It's not bad. I'm cool with it. I'm not used to it. I'm more into heavy metal and all that stuff, all the crazy stuff. But
it doesn't suck.
It's okay to. Yeah, so it's like for me, I like to experiment and just check it out. So
yeah, there you go.
I did. I liked it. Cool. I wish I could remember the name of the band.
I probably know them because I know like 90% every ska band.
Right, yeah.
What do you think about bands? Even today, the New York Hardcore Chronicle show, the Drew Stone, the guy.
Oh, right, yeah. I check out some of his stuff.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
He had a show today. It was at 12, and I always come out like I do. He does the chat room, and I do comments, and he pops it up on his show, and
right.
The band today was Benediction. You ever heard of that band?
I've heard of Benediction, yeah.
I never heard of that band ever. So, but
anyway, I know Benediction from England.
Yeah, they're from like Denmark or anywhere there. But I'm gonna check them out. They had the guitar player or the singer.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, but I tried to like stir the pot to like get his attention. I was like, "Hey, talk about AI. Talk about," because this is his first show of the year, and he was talking about it. I'm like, he's like, "Oh, it's here, man. All you bands, you better fucking watch out. It's 30% taking all the revenue."
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of bands just like, they just got lazy and they just rely on AI to do everything. I'm like, listen, AI does not have the same feeling as a human being because, it'll give you whatever you want, but it's going to miss certain information.
Yep.
You're not going to get a full 100% of information. You're getting a good 95, 90%.
You're absolutely correct, dude. I've been sick like these few days because of the flu, right? The flu's going everywhere because it's cold. And I'm talking to the AI, right? Like getting information about my nasal, my fucking tubes, and all that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about music or whatever. And I was talking to the AI, and the AI is fucking retarded, dude. It has no emotionals. I'm trying to make it laugh. It doesn't get it, and I'm like, any musicians are using AI, you're fucking yourself up, dude.
Of course, it's not the same thing. It's not. It's like, yeah, you'll get some basic information, but you're not going to get the whole thing.
Right.
You know, it filters out a lot of things.
Yeah. All right, and then you recently went to a show. Talk about Cancer Slug. I never heard of that band.
Oh yeah, it's actually their name is Crime Slug.
Oh, my bad.
So that's cool, man. So like the singer, he's from North Carolina.
Okay.
And yeah, so his backup band is from Virginia or West Virginia. So they're called Cold Cock. So they play their own music too. But I guess through the internet they heard each other's music, and then these guys liked Crime Slug's music. That is decided, hey, you know, if it's okay, you know, we could play the backup music for your live shows because you haven't played a live show. Mm-hmm. And he did one by himself. He did one show at not a UFC show, but like an MMA show. I guess there was an MMA event in North Carolina. So he only sang one song by himself, not with a band or anything, just like the samples and whatever, the background music. And people liked it. I think the second show, that's when Cold Cock, said like, hey, we're playing a show on this date or whatever it was. I don't know what state it was. Do you want to like play with us? We'll play the backup music, and it did it, and it was successful. And from there on in, they book shows together, or Cold Cock will do their own thing because Crime Slug has his own life too. So I've known him for like since 2008. So it's been a long time. So not to pull the curtain back too much in this. I'm gonna use a wrestling term on this situation because he even trained to wrestle too.
Okay.
But him and that, yeah. So back in the day, his old band and my old band played a show together in New Jersey. So that's how I got to know him. And from there on in, everybody in New Jersey from that area, a lot of people know each other, either from family members going to each other's high schools or just happen to know each other from whatever, from the scene or anything. So a lot of people I got to know because, they're friends with your cousin or your friend, or this person dated this person or whatnot.
Yeah.
But with him, he was just, the singer, and he had like a good following. And when that band died out, he entered like, what was it, the Air Force, and he did his thing. And a couple of people that I knew him. We started talking, and then when he came back, we kind of reignited our friendship, and we've been friends since that time. But his music is very like rap with deathcore and slam with a lot of samples and beats. He writes his old music and all that stuff, and it caught fire, and a lot of his music is everywhere. So
it's a pretty unique combination too: rap, slam, metal.
Yeah, so it's kind of like he likes to experiment and stuff. So it's like, hey, let me just. Yeah, and it sounded fresh when I saw that, him playing live, I was like, wow, the reaction of the people, that's where the money's at, You could be your music could suck, but if the people can react to it, that's saying a lot.
That's money.
And that's, hell yeah. And I'm not even, exaggerating because, he's my friend and everything. But the reaction of that was very pure and real. It's not like, you don't feel like the fans were kissing ass or whatever. It was just pure, like, I felt like I went back in time, like when I first started, when everything was pure. Nobody's on their phone. Nobody's distracted. They're just focusing on what's in front of them. They're like, yo, I'm impressed by this. and
You had a moment.
people were jumping off the stage. It was a moment, man. I felt like I was a kid again, and
Good.
and people were stage diving and moshing violently. Nobody got hurt really,
right?
And I was like, damn, this is like how it should be. This is how a band should be. He's playing something new and fresh. It's not like you go to a hardcore show or a metal show. Every band's gonna about to sound the same thing because they want to have like the best brutal breakdown, or the vocals, screaming or growling in one section and people react. No, this dude had everything planned out correctly and the music is written correctly, so that way there is a reaction. But it's not about breakdowns. I mean, yeah, he has them, but it's not like how, the typical thing. It's not the typical sound, and that's what I like about him. He's not the typical musician or band, that does whatever. It's the same old crap. If you have 4 hardcore bands that sound like Hatebreed, it's like cola, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi,
Diet.
RC Cola. It's all, the drink is all cola. It's brown, dark brown, black looking, but they just have a different flavor, but it's the same thing. He sticks out like a sore thumb, and that's what makes a show more exciting. He's like, you know what, you're not doing the atypical of what all these guys, all these bands that are playing in the local scene. You're doing something different, and that's what I appreciate. That I appreciate his style. It's not just, okay, he's my friend. It's just like, it's me thanking him for doing that, because all these bands out here, and all these bands in New Jersey, they're good, and things are all spread out, so it's not like everybody's all funneled into one thing. Like here, it's not like here in New York where everybody's all stuck up and they're full of shit. I don't like a lot of bands here. There's some local bands I like, and I'm friends with maybe like a handful.
Damn.
But it's different. There's a different type of vibe in New Jersey, man, and his music is a different type of vibe too.
But I think even in L.A., man, like, we have a lot of hardcore bands too much over here.
Oh, okay.
So kind of go what you're talking about. But this is called Crime Slug, right?
Yeah, Crime Slug.
All right, so they have links and stuff. People could check it out.
Yeah, he's on Bandcamp, YouTube, IG, Facebook.
There you go.
Just look him up, and trust me, some people might get offended. You can't be soft when you're playing heavy, music like that. But it's like, it's good shit in my opinion. It's good stuff, So
Crime Slug. This is the last topic for the music part. What other new bands is your radar right now for 2026?
Man, honestly, like, as far as like local wise, Cold Cocked, from West Virginia, they're playing a big show like with Crime Slug in Pensacola in Florida. So that's my big shout out to them. They're doing really good. They play slamming death metal, but in a groovy, almost Pantera style. But it's very different from every other band. So their style is very on point.
Right.
As far as myself, music wise, I haven't really done much. There's a good chance that I will do something as far as like hardcore music for myself. I'm still trying to look for musicians that, like I said before, like, don't be in 3 or 4 other bands and then you can't commit,
Yeah.
So it's taking longer than it's supposed to. But
do you agree that, like,
as far as like, local wise?
Yeah. Sorry, but do you agree that, like, when you do a band, like, or even to find someone, it's kind of like finding like not soulmate, but like a girlfriend in a way, huh? Like, you have to connect, you have to be cool, and there can't be no fucking drama.
Right, yeah, it's about the same way. Once you have a person of interest, it's like, okay, this person might fit in. Hopefully it works out. You want to make it work out. That's the main thing of a band. So there's no difference in a real relationship with a female. So,
yeah.
But
gotta keep it cool.
As far you got to keep it cool and make it work. So as far as like that, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
As far as like big bands.
Yeah,
big name bands.
Any new bands? Like,
I'm not sure, like, who.
Or any new albums of a band you like that come out? Maybe like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like big name bands, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know what's going on out there.
Right.
Shockingly, normally I would be like, yeah, I can't wait till this show or festival
the new Slayer
comes around. Right. Yeah. Exactly. So nothing really popped up on my radar this past year. This whole past year, I have to admit, I've been focused on work and just resting. So I haven't really like checked out. Okay, who's touring this year or this, that, and another. I mean, as a matter of fact, the only one that I'm probably looking forward to is Iron Maiden and Megadeth and Anthrax playing in New Jersey. That's like in September.
Right, that's the Run for the Hills tour, huh?
Hell yeah! So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, all right, dude. That's the music part. So let's talk about the deathmatch scene, and here we go.
Oh man,
where do you want to start? You kick it off because you'll be like the lead. So
yeah.
So where you want?
I mean, I have to admit, I think it's like the deathmatch scene is like.
That sort of stuff like from here. We talked about this 2 years ago when I first interviewed, and we said it needs to improve. So let's start from there.
I think it has improved a little bit, but I think it has been stale as of late.
Okay.
What I mean by improved, there's like newer faces that have been popping up, or they're starting to get they're starting to blow up a little bit, like their names.
Right.
So for me, is Little Sicko.
Yeah.
I have to give that guy props, man.
Big time.
Yeah, I give him props. I wish he could do more moves instead of just using weapons. I really like his balcony twisting dive that he does.
XPW?
That's just crazy. I mean,
right?
In XPW, and he did it, I think.
IW?
I don't know, it was ICW. Probably. He did it to somebody, and I was like, dude, it's even higher than what he did in XPW, but it was nailed perfect.
Risk, like ZZW guys, huh? He's a high flyer. I like that shit.
Yeah, so he does, more than anybody else. There needs to be more of those type of guys. I'm not saying they have to be high flyers, but there needs to be guys that, do more, not just punch and kick and then hit a chair shot. That's just bland. In my opinion, I don't know, I'm going to get heat for it, but that's more reserved for guys that are out of shape, fat, wearing T-shirts.
Like,
they
Pondo era, like, he's done it all, he's just fat, and he just goes in there and just throw a chair. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a name, but I think the problem is, for a lot of deathmatch companies, they don't hire guys, and this is a take out of Vince McMahon.
Okay.
If you're going to hire somebody, a big marquee name, get a guy that's going to fill in the seats.
Yep.
Because if you don't, you're going to get guys that are just mid-card guys or low mid-card guys or just opening acts that are not going to be there. They're not going to produce what you want. Then you're going to complain. Okay, I have a venue that has 150 people that I could fill in. You're only going to get 25. What the hell is that, man? Like, you just lost almost all your money right there.
60 if you're lucky.
Yeah, so you got to know how to build up a show.
You got to learn how to promote, too. Don't be lazy using AI flags.
Yeah, and then most of these guys, like these deathmatch guys, they're lazy as hell.
Super lazy.
They don't want to, promote. Yeah, they're dramatic. Yeah, they're dramatic.
I don't mind, though. So.
Yeah, I get it. You got to do it on your own. That's fine.
They don't say thank you, though.
Yeah.
Fuck, assholes.
Yeah, exactly. They need to, at least...
Give me a fucking up, you fucker. Oh. Shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, that's the thing.
Okay. These
guys got to, basically step it up a bit. It's like, if this promotion is hooking you up, don't just okay, if I'm getting booked today in January and I have a show in March, if I'm going to make an announcement today, I'm going to do that every single day, not just today and then maybe the week before or the day before of the show, and that's it.
Dude.
Then...
Yeah.
That's just whack.
Yeah, I want to put in real quick because I'm gonna put it in a lot because I work in the damn business, right? You're coming from the fan point of view, correct?
Right.
Dude, another thing that pisses me off, I want to say that a lot. A lot of things pisses me off is that the week of a fucking show, any damn fucking promotion, I don't care who you are, like, there's no promos, really? Like, you can't sit your phone down and just 30 seconds, I'll be there, you do. Like, do something. Come on.
I agree.
So.
But yeah, man. I think a lot of these promoters need to like step it up themselves. You know, it's like
They will.
if you know the guy's not gonna be like promoting the show, why book them? You know, if these guys are not gonna fill up seats, why book them? Book somebody.
Well,
save your money. Book somebody that's like gonna be a marquee name, be the headliner, and people can come to see that. And don't. And here's an advice: don't let the boys. If you're a promoter, don't let the guys that quote unquote know it all, you know, take, you know, basically the reins from you and be like, oh, hook up my homeboy here and there, and they don't know shit.
Horrible.
And I don't like that. I think that's just like, yeah, it's like, oh, you're doing me a favor. It's like, well, you're not doing the company a favor. We're not filling seats, so why should you be like telling me what to do? Or if you're a champion, you should be able to fill up seats. If you're not filling up seats, then you're not going to be the champion. I shouldn't even use you anymore. You know, a promoter needs to be tough, you know, and I think a lot of these guys that are promoters, they lack in that because they have their ears like on other people and they're listening to other people and they're not following their heart. And to me, it's a business. Like, I wouldn't just have anybody on a card. Yeah, I could have a lot of big name guys that are really good, but are they going to sell out, you know, the venue? No. So then why should I have them?
Right.
You know, I'm going to take guys that actually know how to do it, know how to, like, fill in seats and make me money and make themselves money, you know? So I think that's the thing with a lot of promoters nowadays. Like, they need to, like, they need to step up their game as far as promoting, how to use their money rights. Just the business aspect from it, you know, just do things the right way. You know, that's why there's a lot of drama.
The deathmatch don't do it the right way. They do it the wrong way. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah, and most of these guys are...
I've been 4 years, and I've seen it all already, and I'm tired of it. It's the fucking horse shit, but, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, all these guys are just a bunch of alcoholic drug addicts. And it's kind of like, yeah, like, I get it. They have a vice. You know, everybody drinks, does their thing. But,
you gotta be professional.
You know, you gotta be professional. Like, if you're coming in, if I'm promoting you to be in a match with somebody that's either they're known or you're coming up, you know, through the ranks, you know, and you're coming up all fucked up on drugs or you're alcoholic, and then you start getting more messed up before the match, then the match starts, and then it looks like ass when you're in the ring, then I'm not going to use you again. As a matter of fact, I probably won't even pay you for doing that. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be a scumbag promoter. I would be like, after the match, I wouldn't even pay you. I'd be like, get your shit, get the hell out of here.
Yep.
That's an embarrassment. You gotta be professional.
There's plenty of that I've seen. No names I'm gonna mention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, we're gonna talk improvement to the deathmatch. We're gonna talk shit, but anyways.
No, I get it.
Another thing that pisses me off is they're super egotistic, and some of them think they're all hotshots with fucking thousands of followers, blah, blah, blah. And then when you go see them live, guess who's in the crowd? Nobody.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they just add people.
Dude, I fucking see it. I've been to all the shows in SFN, XPW, and they have no fucking people at their fucking merch table. Give me a break.
Yeah. You know, they're losing money by that. You know, it's kind of like you got this hype, you know, riding behind you. You're like a wrestler. You got all these thousands of fans that follow you, or you're following them. And then there's like, you know, like a venue, like a small, there's always going to be a small venue. And then there's like nobody there. So then what's the deal? You know, like, you know, what's going on with this? Like, you got so many followers, but you got nobody coming. Then what?
Yep.
You know, it falls flat.
another thing we think about this, like you're saying, like, hey, get my homeboy in this card. He's a worker, and they lie and all that. What about like booking refs, like shitty refs and shitty staff? And what happens when someone bleeds to death or gets on fire? You're not even on it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it if you're like a new ref, your first match.
Yeah,
you might piss your pants, get nervous because you're probably not used to being in front of a crowd.
Right.
You probably forget spots if you're told, hey, on this one, this move, counts, do the count or whatever the case is, or you forget what the finish is.
Oh my God.
It happens.
Write it down in your fucking hand, idiot.
Too many. I would say this: if you're a new ref, work on an indie show that has no cameras. Like, instead of being like on IWTV and you make an embarrassment of yourself, and then everybody's gonna talk about it in front of you. Don't take that chance. Make yourself.
Check.
Yeah, so my only advice to anybody that's new, just in the business, work. Yeah, work. Don't work in front of a camera. That's all I can say. Don't do it. Not yet, at least.
Yes, thank you for saying that. Like, remember, we're talking shit, but we want to improve it. We love deathmatch wrestling. We're not talking shit, but we are talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a positive episode. Anyways,
always.
Yeah. And new gimmicks, man. Like, I think we need tag team death matches more, and I think that's the mostly one. But what else do you think we also need, like, for matches and stuff?
I think that's another thing. I don't see no real tag teams out there at all.
Nothing.
In the deathmatch scene. I don't.
Not even XPW did that. There was nothing.
No, only in the beginning, like the early years. In the second year.
Yeah.
I would say the second coming of it, the lasted for 3 years. They really didn't do anything like that. They had a couple of matches that had,
tags.
A tag team.
Tornado tags.
Yeah, but they weren't. Yeah, they're not like a real tag team. None of them were real tag teams. It's just something that just slapped together.
One and done.
Yeah, so if anybody said, "Well, we're a tag team," no, you're not. You guys are doing stuff singular for the majority of the time.
Right.
So. Trust me, if I ever get confronted by anybody, it's not a problem. I will be a man about it and be like, okay, well, let's talk about it. I don't get scared like that. But,
right.
Yeah, I think there needs to be improvement in tag teams. Like, I've never really seen like a hardcore or deathmatch tag team. Nope. Like a real one, not somebody like, hey, let's take this guy and this guy, put them together, and then it's like the mega powers, like Hogan and Savage. No, I want something that nobody knows, nobody ever seen. They put two guys together and then they become a natural tag team that nobody's ever seen, that is new, and then it'll be like a breath of fresh air. Trust me on that.
Yeah, and I believe also the deathmatch scene, what it got people's attention, and that's why it's always gonna survive. I think it's the TODs. The Combat Zone ones, even XPW had 2 of them, Californias. Those are fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always like an event,
I think they're great. I don't think they should be doing it all the time.
I know.
That's the only problem, that it got too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to spread that out. And the thing is, they don't make those matches mean something, and that's why a lot of these companies. And I'm not gonna mention their names, but they know who they are.
Right.
We all know who they are. All I can say is like improve on that. Don't make it stale. Like, oh, these guys are fighting again for the 5th time in a different company. Whack. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, it looks cool that these guys are just bleeding out, but
I don't know how.
I'd rather watch something else.
I don't know how many times I can see the same guys just hitting tubes over again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What was that?
Yeah, because they gotta make a lot of these angles and feuds mean something, or even the tournaments mean something. Don't just put like a bunch of like 8 people in a tournament, and then it's like, yay, it's gonna fall flat.
Hey,
I enjoyed.
Sorry to interrupt you, but like because like we're talking and just like things pop up in my head. How about this, man? Like storylines. Like I think it's hard to do any storyline because all the damn deathmatch workers, they work for everyone. How are you gonna do a storyline when you're working for everyone?
Yeah, that's why. Like, I appreciate the hard work. Yeah, and the thing is, I appreciate all the hard work these guys have, but the companies, they kind of suck because
they have no money.
They use it. There's no money in it, and then they use the same people that are like fighting for other companies doing the same crap. And it's like, well, like I mentioned before, it's like being on the hardcore show. You're gonna say very bad sound like Hatebreed, and you just it's just the same stamp, but with just a different name stamped on it for each set. So there's no variety, there's no change. Like I said, they got to make the angles and the spots mean something and build up a feud. I mean, I think what would help also more promos, and if there was like a house show, and if there were house shows leading into like the big event, that would help too, because it'll help stimulate those
but that's
storylines.
Sorry to interrupt, but that's where the promos come in. Do an internet show, do a video, do something to hype the fucking event up.
Yeah, I mean, I took my time today to do this. Why can't these guys
thank you, too.
do the same thing for a promoter? Oh, you're welcome. If I could do this, somebody that doesn't get paid at all, I'm not a superstar, I'm nothing, I'm a nobody.
Right, you're just a fan.
If I can do this, I'm a fan, and if I can do this, take my time, actually do this, then you as a professional wrestler, and most of these guys don't look like professional wrestlers, they're like backyarders, you got to do the same thing. If you want to put yourself out there, make the promos, help yourself out, and help the event out, and most importantly, help the company out. If you have that much respect, do it. If not, I'm just gonna look at you like a piece of crap.
And there's I wouldn't fucking rotten apples in the scene too.
Oh yeah, and that's why I don't get mad when promoters screw out certain types of wrestlers.
Oh my god!
All because they're they get intoxicated and this and that, and they get put on blast.
Yep.
Yeah, if you don't show up, I'm not gonna use it again. I'm gonna keep that money, and I will never give a wrestler an advance, because that right there, advance money. That's their way of saying, well, you know what? Well, I got this money. I don't need to show up.
And then
I would never do that.
I think when there's someone like promoting someone and the fans are like getting excited and they do a no-show on the day of, I think that's a strike, bro, for anyone. Strike.
Yeah, that's an automatic strike 3 without even touching strike 1 and 2. I would never use you again. Like, I hate it. I hate to say it, but
that's like a Slayer playing and Slayer doesn't show up.
Yeah, exactly.
Same shit.
It's like who the hell are you not to show up?
I didn't pay to see the opening bands. I came to see fucking Slayer. I sold my money.
Exactly. So if you were I would rather hear that you're in a car accident and I see pictures and you're all mangled up and I see like why you couldn't make it, then you just like
I can't make my plane. My plane ride. I missed my taxi. Give me a fucking break, dude.
Yeah, that's why,
that's a big problem in the deathmatch scene. I don't know how many cancellations from my 4 years in this. A lot, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would never use the person again. I mean, I wouldn't curse them out live like that, but I would be like, you know what?
Man, that's bad business.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, hey, because if I pay for your plane, for your transportation,
hotel,
and I'm paying you to do something, a hotel. Unless you want to like room up with somebody in somebody's house that in that town, that's on you. But if I'm paying for you to, for your service to work, you should, be able to do it. Now if you cancel out, you're like, if you cancel out, they're like a week prior.
Yeah, a week prior. Yeah. I get it. It happens.
Yeah, if you do the day of, or the day before.
Hours before.
I'm not going to use it. Yeah, hours before. I'm not going to use you again. There's no way. I'm sorry, but there is no way I'm going to use you again. So, I think promoters need to start doing that and start being like, hey, Mm-hmm.
Judge Dredd even mentioned this too. I saw him recently at a show. He wasn't
Yeah.
on the fucking bill, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck is Dredd doing here? Let me guess, no shows. There was 2 no shows for one show, bro.
That's crazy.
That's fucking lame.
That is nuts. I'm surprised he even showed up for it.
No,
but hey,
he got on the mic and fucking, all you fucking no show motherfuckers, they gotta call me.
That's crazy. But it shows that hey,
Dredd is fucking real, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it shows that he's no, but also it shows that he's
dedicated,
committed to it. Yeah, so even on his day off, he wasn't expecting to do that for little money or whatever.
Yep. Oh, another thing too, we just talked about. Do you agree with me? I think all these fucking deathmatch wrestlers, even though they do some drugs, Dredd doesn't do any drugs. He's like probably like the 1% of all the fucking deathmatch guys. I think when they go into a match, I think they're always fucking good.
Of course.
Something.
I mean,
like you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, a lot of these guys, they get hurt. Like, so if they fall like a week prior, who knows what type of slam or hit they got. Yeah, concussion. Concussions can last for a long time.
Fuck yeah.
And I've been through it myself.
Oh shit. It's not good.
No, it's not, because the effects will mess you up for a long time or a short time. It really
brain gets jiggled, huh?
Yep. Fuck. So you just gotta be careful.
I know, and I just came back from a bad earache. You know the earache when you get like too close to the amp.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to me, dude. Like on like a week ago, and like it's still bugging me, and I got sick from it. And I'm like, dude, you gotta protect your fucking head, dude.
Always.
That's all you got.
Especially now. Like for me, I'm 43, so if I'm gonna be, oh damn, nice. I wish I was 36 again. You gotta use earplugs. For me, like I've been around loud music forever, so
oh wow,
I need to protect my hearing.
So you already had like hearing problems before then, huh? Big time, I'm guessing.
Not really.
Oh wow.
Not shockingly, no.
That's great.
There are times where I feel like a little bit like, what? I can't hear you. But
noise.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's far and few in between, but still, the older you get, the more your body breaks down.
Yep.
So I'm trying to be careful, with loud music.
Yeah, dude. Like right now, like from January to February, I ain't going to no show. I don't care who gives a fuck who's playing. I'll wait a whole month just to heal.
Yeah, that's the smart way to do it. Just protect yourself.
Go slow, like pick an acoustic show. Indie. Don't go fucking full grindcore.
Yeah, exactly. Wants to deal with all that noise. Even though it's good stuff.
I love grindcore, but I think it's hurting my ears now. Like all those 25 years of shows and shit.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen, man.
And remember, I saw. I don't know if I told you. I saw Anal Cunt twice, front row.
Oh yeah.
That's loud.
See, you're lucky. Yeah, you're lucky because I never got to see them ever.
I ain't too lucky.
I missed out.
The first song they ever played, I got hit by the microphone. He swinged it at me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I still have the bump. It's like a devil's bump. It's like a reward, but. Anyways, speaking of age and all that, I think a lot of these wrestlers too. Some of them are like fucking old. Like you can't do this forever. I think 45 is the maximum limit. I've been asking a lot of wrestlers, and they're like, yeah, 45 maybe. But they're always saying like, one more year, just like a band, one more year. I think Necro is like Necro is the epitome of he's the god. He nothing could kill him.
Yeah. I think Necro is really good. I think like his best moments were like obviously like 20 years ago at least.
I know.
But for him to still go and be tough, and I'm not shitting on him or anything like that. Obviously he's not gonna do the same moves like he did in the past or take the crazier bumps like he did before, but still he's tough.
Yep.
If he's gonna like do something crazy, he will do it.
He will do it.
He's just more. Yeah, and he's smart about it now, which is great. And I think I appreciate what he's done for every company, and I'm glad that XPW
Yes.
gave him a chance after he got sick and what he's gone through, and still people like him. And even though they were shitting on him, all those hypocrites still cheer for him when he's wrestling for other companies, and they know who they are, you know.
Oh, I know.
So they better bow down and kiss his feet because the guy was dying, and then he came back and wrestled. That's crazy.
That was before my time in the wrestling. Like I didn't care about shit like about the GCW, ICW, like in 2015 and up. But when California XPW, remember the first one?
Yeah.
It was fucking Necro Butcher versus Hoodfoot, and I was right in the front row, and I was like, look at this motherfucker. You know? And I'm so fucking happy and glad and not grateful. It's kind of, I hate that fucking word. But dude, I cleaned like 5 Necro Butcher's main matches, and I recorded him last year. That's pretty cool, huh?
That's really good. You're lucky.
Yeah,
you're one of the lucky ones, man.
I got a picture with him, and super cool. He was like, "Hey man, you want the last beer?" And I'm like, "Nah, I want a picture with you."
No, he seems like a nice guy. He seems like a really cool, really smart guy. So I give him props and respects for what he's done.
And remember, he's an old school professional. He knows the business. He's a professional as fuck.
Yeah, he's not somebody that you could just like punk out. The guy, he knows his stuff. So I respect him 100%.
Yeah. And another thing on my notes right here is the growth of the fans. Another thing I've noticed. Again, I've been doing this 4 years. I've been going to all the companies that come to California, right? RPW, SFN, you name it. Circle 6. Dude, the fucking crowds are always 100 people. What the fuck's up with that shit?
That's the promoter's fault. They don't know how to promote. They don't know how to set up a match. Like the stuff I mentioned before. If you want a good product, your top main event better be with people that know how to sell out a venue. If you don't have that, you're not going to get the
growth. No, same shit.
Yeah, because if I could see you're losing money, and if I see the same guy in your promotion, and he's in my promotion, and then he's in another promotion doing the same thing, people get tired of eating the same stuff, so it's going to be the same reaction to it. It's like, oh, this guy's doing the same thing, or whatever. Yeah, I might go, and it depends how you set up like a venue. So if you're gonna be in a venue that's like 150 people or 300 people, 200 people, whatever, and you're selling maybe like half of that or whatever, then that's on you. You messed up on the promotion of the event. So they just got to know how to use the right people and how to use the promotion, like promoting the show. And then, I think that's a problem.
Whoever's listening to this, here's my tip. Here's a little tip, you fuckers. When you have a show and it's a fight week and your show's a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, go hard on that week. Promote everywhere.
Exactly. You got to do it. You got to promote. If you're going to be in California, depending on what little town you're going to be or a city or whatnot, they should have, like, how XPW had a street team handing out flyers and, big wrestling events, whether it was WCW or WWF or any other indie show. Like, hey, after the show, be by the doorway, hand out flyers. Here's, come to this show, whatever. Out of maybe, like, 100 people that probably take it, you're going to get at least maybe, like, 5 or 6 people to show up.
At least one.
That already had... Yeah, at least you got something. Like, hey, I remember that guy. They gave him like a flyer. At least they're here, aside from whoever showed up. But that's how you build up. You're gonna start out small and you build up, whatever. A lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, they don't know what they're talking about." Like, well, look at your finances. Like, are you making money? No. So you need to take that type of advice and be like, hey, if you want to fix up your finances, you might want to start doing things differently.
Yeah, and I'm an XPW loyalist, but when they folded in September, I just went to all these shows like just to kill the void because I was just waiting for the call, and I'm not gonna stay home and not go to see fucking Drake versus Arrow Boy, of course.
Right.
You know. All right, dude. We got like 10 more minutes and we'll be done.
Okay.
Yeah, we're almost like to the end of the fucking list. So also I got on my notes is what do you think about women versus men in death matches? I think it's kind of fucking a bad look, wife beating and shit.
Yeah, I mean, look at ICW; they have that all the time. Oops. But yeah, I think, I think that promotes. Even though it's not, they're trying to promote it.
Looks bad.
It's just it's like a soft version of like violating a female. It's like what? Like, does one person have to face the same? Does one guy have to do the same thing in each show where he has to fight a woman? Like it's like, hey, this guy only fights women. There's got to be something wrong with him. Yeah, either you have no talent or you just can't do it. It's like, hey, I get it. This guy wrestled for the last 25 years, opening shows for different promotions. I get that. You got to go through the hell. You got to go through hell, to get your name out there. But to create something like Ian Rotten did because you couldn't, get yourself over, you create your own. Well, actually, he stole it from the previous promoter and basically, put his version of what he wants to do, and he's main eventing himself. It is kind of classless and tasteless. I mean, I don't care if he's a nice guy or not, but it's like if you're promoting like, yeah, I mean, I met him a couple of times when he was, jobbing, back in 2002. So it shows, tasteless and it's classless. Like, come on, man. Like, you should be fighting. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He does fight guys, and he does bleed buckets. But if that's the only thing you can do now, after all the stuff you've done before, and this is like your new niche, I think you might want to like, hang up your boots, bro. Like, seriously. I really don't think that that's a smart thing. I don't like to see women get beat up by guys. I know he's not trying to do it like on purpose because I get it. It's a match. It's scripted. Whatnot. But it to me in general is tasteless. It's like, it doesn't make a woman look tough. It just makes it seem like, yo, this chick has daddy issues, and this dude has problems for doing that. It's just something ain't right.
Another thing I've noticed in deathmatch is that you gotta prove yourself. Like if you're a nobody, and someone books you on any show, ICW, GCW, I don't like that fucking companies, but that's my bullshit. But if you do a good job, like versus someone, you could become a star.
Yeah, of course. That's the main thing. Your job as a wrestler is to put yourself over for a company or just yourself, and then from there, who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, a different company will take you, and they might use you as like their main star. You never know, and that's the thing. A lot of these wrestlers, they don't have that type of mentality or focus. It's like, oh, let me just wrestle in this garage, that might have 50 people in it, and it's like, well, a garage is not a real venue. That's just a garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're, and it's like, don't get me wrong. There's some things that are cool, but they're mostly spots. They're not matches. The match itself is not always great. It's just spots.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the thing. Like a lot of these guys don't know how to work, or even they're doing a lot of backyard stuff.
Yeah, just sorry, but you just mentioned about spots. Mm-hmm. I think you're totally correct because on Instagram, all you see is like a spot, like, oh wow, that was good, but then you go watch the match. That match was the shits.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of that stuff that I've seen in the last few years.
Because there's always botches on this.
Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. I saw that in XPW, and I hate I hate to say shit like that because XPW is my favorite company.
Me too.
Rob Black, he's the man.
The man.
But there were matches that they were like
fucking sucked.
A shit fest. It sucked, and then there was like out of the whole thing that I saw there's 10, 15 minutes of whatever of just garbage. There was maybe one or two good spots. It's like, oh shit, this guy's dead. But it's still cool. I mean, there are matches that I love till this day.
Yes.
That tournament, the tournament that Drake Younger won is my favorite tournament of this decade.
I cleaned it.
He broke his. Oh yeah, of course you were there. You cleaned it, but the guy broke his back and still won the tournament, and then fought. His last match was against Schlack for the title. Even though he lost, it was still a good match.
I'm surprised you remember that. That was a fast match too. It was like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell he was hurting bad. His back was really killing him. But it's like
he just fought in a 4-way versus Erick Masada and Shane Mercer. Give him a break.
Yeah, it's like, come on, but he did really well. Big ups to Masada. That guy, he's tough. He lit his face on fire. I mean, he obviously is not on purpose, but it was an accident. But shit, the guy is the man. He fought his way, through that. Unfortunately, he gave up his belt and whatnot because of the injury. But
it was an ugly belt.
Hey, yeah, he gave that belt up. But that guy's tough. I give him props. That guy, he's one of those few guys that are hybrids.
Yep.
That can get killed in a match, but still put on some technical stuff like Drake Younger, same thing.
Yep.
And I hope Little Sicko hears this. You're the future, in my opinion. If you can do more moves, not just just slamming light twos and whatnot.
Oh, 540 splash.
I guarantee. Yeah, I can guarantee he's going to be something different and something new. That's just me.
I think he's in gymnastics, and his dad was a wrestler too. That's why he's good.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I could tell like the way he does that little corkscrew dive is something you see like in a swimming pool, like like one of those Olympic style dives. I was like, man, that's like that Olympic style dive. I was like, yo, that's cool.
And
and he doesn't hurt himself.
Nah, and Little Sicko, he just fought Atticus yesterday in GCW versus in a fucking. It was a good. I didn't see the match, but I saw photos. Dude, it was a fucking. It was a skewer. Light tube match, and the skewers were like everywhere on the ropes, and the skewers were in the fucking light tubes like tight, like glued.
Ouch, that's painful.
I like that though.
That sounds so painful.
New. I don't think I've ever seen light tube fucking skewers.
Yeah, I never got to see that, but a match between him and Atticus, that's a pretty good match.
Hell, Atticus is another good one too.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Let me see what else I got. What else is on your list? Cause I have like my last thing. There's so much shit to talk about, but I think we just nailed like almost all of it.
I think so too, man. I think we nailed just about everything.
Oh, I got one. I got two more, and then we're done.
Yeah. Okay.
Last year, 2025, there was 3 companies that folded. That's another problem, huh? Like when you're a new company. Like you're starting good, and then you die out.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But we just talked about that, like about the growth and all that. So that's pretty much that settled that one. What else we got? Besides Little Sicko, who do you have eyes on?
Well, some guy recommended me. This new wrestler named Mr. Danger.
Oh, he's the black guy.
Yeah, all I can say is, first of all, in Japan, there's a real Mr. Danger there. He fought in Big Japan. He's a real legend. If this kid can change his name to something else, do that. Because people are going to get confused. I mean, yeah, more views on YouTube are going to go skyrocket, but, there were already is a, Mr. Danger, but I've seen some of his stuff. He's really good. He's like another Little Sicko, but he does a little bit more when it comes to spots.
Like a NBA point guard.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, he has a good future if he can change his name a little bit, but that's not up to me, obviously. I'm not trying to hate. Right. It's just more like, dude, I think you have a chance to spread out, and do big things in the future.
Right.
Just make that change. But other than that, he has a chance to be something big. That's just me. Big ups to him.
And everyone is doing their little Deathmatch awards, and I got mine, so we're gonna do some top 10s of last year, and then we'll talk our last thoughts, and that's it. Okay, bro?
All right, cool.
All right, well, in number 10, that did great last year, in my opinion, and I filmed him, and I worked with him. He was super nice. I got at number 10, Neil Diamond Cutter.
Nice.
I think he still got it. He's going to retire next year. He was supposed to retire this year, but again, they don't retire. They lie. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody really retires.
Yeah, and then at number 9, I got Bobby V, if you're familiar with him. He almost won the IWA. He's pretty good, too.
Yeah, he's good.
Cool. And then,
yeah.
And number 8, I got JD Horror.
Yeah, he's the man. That guy's good.
Yep, for sure. And he fought Little Sicko in a toothpick match, remember? I sent you it.
Oh, yeah, that was brutal, man. Brutal.
I don't even know how a fucking toothpick could get in your skin like that.
Yeah.
Ow.
I thought it would break off.
No, it
goes
in, man. It's like a fucking spike.
Ouch.
Yeah, so I witnessed that front row. And then at number 7, I got Mr. Dread.
Hell yeah.
Big time. This fool wrestles everywhere, and he don't complain like some people.
Yeah, he's the man. He's tough. I like that.
XPW grown, too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget. And then at number 6, I got the homie Brian White. He's from IWA too. And he won the gauntlet, if you remember, in the 2004 one. So, and he's doing pretty good. He just did a show yesterday with this company.
Oh, good, man. I hope he's doing good.
Yeah, he's 40 right now, and I told him, hey, man, you better go hard, man, because you're in the age group.
Mm-hmm.
And at number 5, I got Angel Metro.
All right, yeah.
She's a new up-and-comer, and she likes to fight the dudes. She's fucking tough, so I give it to her.
Yeah, she's tough. She's really tough. Gorgeous, too.
Yeah, she's cute. And at number 4, I got Jack Harrop from UK. Remember the Deathmatch dad and the son?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up and comer too. He's really cool. He called me like randomly at my house. I was like, what the fuck? Like at 12 o'clock, and we just shooted the shit about Back to the Future and how he liked California and all traveling. He's a really good guy. He's only 28 too.
Oh, still young, man. That's cool, man. I'm glad he likes Back to the Future. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. And number 3, I have Little Sicko. Ba-boom.
Hell yeah. That's the man right there.
You cannot deny he has something. I don't know what it is. And besides the fucking ICP crap, like, besides that, he'll even need the fucking makeup. He could just do another gimmick. He needs something.
Yeah, he should change up his makeup for every show. Like, do some.
There's too much of that. If he wants to do that, he might as well just go to JCW.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but teach his own. And number 2, of course, I have to give it to the man, the myth, the legend. My first deathmatch ever clean in my life. Schlack!
Hell yeah. Schlack is the man. He's always going to be the man. That guy's cool.
He's always going to be the man. He's a fucking Grand Core. Give me a break.
Yeah, the guy, he's made for us, you know?
Yes.
So, that's our guy right there.
And he's still doing it, man. I think he's like 45, man. He can do it till he's 50, like Necro.
Yeah, he's tough. He doesn't give up.
Professional as fuck.
Yeah, he's always been giving it 100%.
And he lets the fans know I can't make it to the show. Not like some people that don't fucking say anything. Shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then at number fucking 1, you have to agree with me. She almost fucking died too. Mickey fucking Knuckles.
Hell yeah, she's a tough woman. Like that woman, I remember her from when I was in my 20s, man. That's saying a lot when she first came out.
Yup, and she's fucking trained and beaten by Mr. fucking IWA fucking what's his face?
Oh, Ian Rotten. Yeah.
Ian Rotten made that woman, man, a monster, huh?
Yeah, she still is. I mean,
she just did Japan.
Look at that. She's doing good for herself.
And she has a book. Go get it. It's for sale on Amazon.
Yeah, definitely want to look into
That's
that.
another
I wanna
thing.
get her book.
Last thing, and we'll do our last words. I think if you write a book, that means experience in the deathmatch scene and wrestling in general. That's great, dude. That's like the best you could do, too.
Yeah, she has a lot of stuff to say, so I'm glad that she put out a book, and the fact that she's been doing it, even though she took time off a couple of times. Either it was from injuries or starting a family. I give her props. For what she's doing. She's tough, and I know it ain't easy, but you know what? She's a tough lady. I give her mad respect. Man.
And she won 2 tournaments this year, and she's still the current XPW Women's Champion, too.
Hell yeah. So she really is one of the best. She's one of the best.
And again, thank you, Mr. Erick Hernandez, Scumbag. And speaking of fucking XPW, any last words and to tell the fucking fans out there?
All I can say is this. Keep supporting deathmatch wrestling from any company. No matter what, even if I'm not into it, depending on who, still support it. Because you know what? A lot of guys don't get paid a lot. Support. Show up, buy their merch. Be safe out there. Connect, promote. If you're going to go to a show, and be safe out there.
Anything about XPW, or is that it?
Oh, shoot, man. XPW, it better come back. Rob, I hope you're hearing this. I want you to come back. You need to come back.
We all want you to come back, you fuck.
Bro. I know. He wants me to be there.
Yeah, New Jersey. He calls you all the time. Where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, so it's kind of like, if you come back, I'm coming back. Full on. I'll be
You hear that, Rob? Erick regrets all those times he never went.
That's my fault. It's my fault. I'll be there.
I always say, listen, I've been in this scene for 4 years. XPW started everything. California won on April 9th, 2022. And, man, I learned so much. I met cool cats like Erick and so many people around the world hitting me up. Where's XPW? Where's XPW? I go, where are you talking to me, dude? I ain't nobody. But I will say this.
Yeah, okay.
I will say this. I hear things from different owners and wrestlers and fans. I hear little mumbles that it may come back. It may come back. So at least that's something. So never say never and just wait. Be patient. Be extremely patient.
Exactly. Because you never know what's going to happen next. So let's cross our fingers and hopefully XPW's back. And kick ass like before,
At least one show and say goodbye, and I'll be happy with that too, man.
Same here.
And that'll be a sold-out show finally too, for big time.
Of course.
It's so demanding right now.
It's on demand now, and the thing is, knowing Rob, he's gonna do the best he can to make that show
spectacular.
Exactly. He never feels in that situation. So
I hope Rob comes back on air too, because we miss him on air. That was fun times, always on Fun Friday. So
yeah, I missed that.
Okay, man. All right, Erick. I want to say thank you, and you have a good year, bro. Thank you for doing this, and thanks for talking deathmatch. And remember, we love deathmatch. We're just trying to make it fucking better.
Hell yeah, exactly.
Shit. All right, dude. Thank you very much. You have a good one.
You too, bro. Thank you. All
right, later.
Later, bro.